Okay, we are live. The Wi-Fi is working finally. So, hi. We will be live from this location. Okay, and okay, all right. So, let me just adjust this a little bit. Okay, so I will just let's wait for everyone to join and then we can begin our day 3, guys. Today is day 3 of our 5 days of manifestation challenge. Let me just put a comment so that other people who are joining, who don't know what is happening here, who don't know what kind of magic we create here, they will get to know it. 5 days manifestation challenge. Okay, so we'll just wait for a moment, guys, for other people to join because, because my Wi-Fi was not working. I don't know what is the problem. It goes off exactly at 11. Like yesterday, also it went off in the middle of our live video, and today also it went off around this time. And we live in defense area, so sometimes here the network is like really, really, cranked up. It does not work, especially when there are fighter planes going at that time. There is no cell reception. Okay, all right, so we'll wait for a moment because we have more people joining in. So hi guys, all those who are here already, let me know how has been your experience of past 2 days. Very quickly, let me know how has it been for you. How was your experience? Like, did you experience something? Did you come up with something where you felt that, oh my god, this is something that I've been missing on in my manifestation practice? So, okay, that is great. All right, and see, like now that you are saying positive, I will like once more people join, I will be mentioning this thing again, but I want you guys also to be engaged in this, because like we need to raise the energy. We need to raise the energy of this live video. Uh, because like there is an impact of mass energy. Okay, there is an impact of mass vibration, and when people come together. So I know we are sitting afar, we are sitting in different countries, different cities, different places, but still we are connected through this live video right now, and the energy we all can feel. So the more you are engaged, the more energy we appear with, the better you are going to feel. So this is the difference actually in our Facebook group, because there are so many people there and the people are actually engaging, and when people are engaging, the energy is showing up. So the same thing I want here, the same thing I want to see here. So raise your hand very quickly. I know I cannot see your hand, but raise your hand who is ready to join the party. Like, put a comment, put some emoji in the comment, say yes, put a reaction to this live very quickly. I want you all to share and participate. Raise your hand who is ready for the party. Excited to learn? Awesome, awesome. I am also raising my hand because I'll tell you something. Like at the beginning of this challenge, I had shared my intention. I had shared my intention of this challenge. Like, what is my intention with this? And so it's like I am the one who is teaching the class, but still I also have a purpose for this. Like, I also am coming to this with a definite energy. I have set a goal. My goal is to teach you guys about manifestation. My goal is to teach you guys something which is not available on the internet, but it is really useful. My intention is to help people attract health at this moment. My intention is to help people attract growth in their business, growth in their career, to find love, to find healing in their relationships. So this is my intention, and this is the energy that I am showing up with every day. So this is the power of intentions. This is the power of showing up in your life with positive energy. uh, can we add the goals and wish list as and when thoughts come to mind? Yes, you can. And today I'm going to share something very important thing, and this is something people have been reaching out to me almost every day. This is the most important question. It's like, it seems as if we solve this question, all the queries of your life will be solved. It is something like that. Give me a moment. It appears as if, if we pass through this one thing, this one obstacle, we can just a moment. Okay.
All it takes is one idea on how to.
Just a moment. And why do we have less people here today? Actually, Instagram does this thing where it makes your live, it makes your post reach to only a few percent of people, and then as my account is active again, I have so many people follow me. I remove people every day from my account. I mean, I don't remove people as in, but there are a few people who are just there for follow for follow kind of thing, or who are not there, like they are just the meme pages. So I am trying to remove them so that the message reaches to the maximum people. I don't want a huge number of of course I want a huge number of following, but not like this. I want all the relevant people on my profile. So we'll see, we'll do something about this. Okay, so what I'm going to share today is literally like a life changing thing. And if you figure this thing out once, if you figure this thing, uh, uh, it's gonna solve all your manifestation and law of attraction problems. So a quick recap of yesterday and day before yesterday's training. We got clear on our desires, and you got clear on your desires and what do you want. It is not influenced by your fear, it is not influenced by other people, it is not influenced by your anxiety, or with the feeling of giving up. It is just pure your wish list, your desire list, and your goal list. Yesterday you learned how to claim. Yesterday you claimed your desires as yours, and how amazing that is, right? I mean, just looking at something, someone, a wish, and claiming it as yours, it is amazing. It is amazing feeling. And so how many of you really went through the homework, and how many of you did the homework? Raise the hand again. I don't want to go to that. I don't want to go to those lens. I am. It's like, see, this is what I teach when I teach manifestation to when I teach manifestation to entrepreneurs, people who are looking for career growth, people who are looking to attract high paying clients and growth in their business or in their career, is that you have a product, you have a service, you are providing something. So it's not you who needs the clients, it's your clients who need you. And once you accept this, once you figure this out, you don't need to go out and do this thing. So yeah, I am not going to go to that lens, but I am just setting my intention very clear that this is what I want on my platform, and then I will And this is something, this is very good point. So let me tell you, this is how let's start today's training. So awesome, so awesome. I'm so proud of you guys for doing the homework. I'm really, really proud of you guys. So a big high five, and a big shout out to Kanupriya, Kanchan, Leena, Sagar, Slam Dunk 008. I'm sorry, I don't know your name. Vaibhav, Tanvi, Pranshu, Sachin. Okay, I'm so sorry if I'm missing any name, or if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. So let's start with today's video and today's training. Today we are going to talk about, so one thing people need the most help with is that how to deal with negative emotions, how to deal with resistance, because it's like we are doing this thing, we are people say that we are doing all the things, we are saying our affirmations, we are setting our goals, we are even like we are even following a certain process of manifestation, but we are not feeling our manifestation, or we are feeling so much of resistance and the negative emotions are coming up. So this is the problem that people face. So I'll tell you something, and once you figure this thing out, it is like gold, and once you figure this thing out, you don't need to worry about anything. So this thing happens when you figure out law of attraction, when you figure out manifestation, you go ahead and you read a book, or maybe you go through a YouTube video. This is how you get to know about, like, this is how most of the people get to know about law of attraction or manifestation, right? And they read that all the books and everything, every place it mentions that if you have negative thoughts, you are going to attract negative things in your life. If you have negative thoughts, you cannot really grow. This is what happens, and you suddenly become aware of your negative thoughts. Till this point in your life, you never really looked at your limiting beliefs, you never really looked at this point, you never really looked at this thing with so much of it's like right now you are putting your whole life under a microscope, and when you see things under a microscope, you begin to see the negative things. And also, when you go through a training like this, when you go through an experience like this, you begin to remove a lot of toxins from your body, emotionally and energetically as well. So a lot of things are going to come on surface, a lot of things are going to come up for you, and people suddenly get so scared that, oh my god, I have this negative thought, I have this negative belief, so this means that my life is going to get ruined, or my manifestation is not going to come true. Or they constantly think that, oh my god, I have to heal this part, I have to deal with my negative emotion, because if I am thinking negative, my manifestation is not going to come true, and I am going to block my own success, my own growth, and my own manifestation. How many of you think like that? How many of you think like that? Very quickly. Guys, you need to be engaging. This is a party. Do you come to a party and you sit in the corner? Yeah, so that's what we are going to talk about. Today is all about negative emotions, negative reactions, and all these things. So the party becomes fun when you engage, when you participate. So, okay. So, you have this strong thought, you have this very strong thought. You think that if you have negative emotions, you are not going to achieve your goals. If you come up with negative emotions, then things will not happen for you. You think like this, and let me tell you something. This is also a limiting belief. I'll give you a moment to process this thing. Let me tell you, this is also a limiting belief? Hey Nilay, yes, I am good. Thank you so much. So happy to see you here in the live video. Right. So, this is also a limiting belief. So now I'm not saying that the negative emotions do not have impact. Your negative thinking definitely has an impact. But because you watched a YouTube video or you heard someone saying that negative thoughts will make you manifest wrong things, you strongly believe that your negative thoughts are going to come in the way of your manifestation. You think like this, right? So this is not 100% true. This is not 100% true. Here is something very important for you to learn. Something very important for you to learn. You do not attract negative experiences or negative people or negative things or block your manifestation because of your negative thought. I will repeat, you do not attract negative experiences, negative people, or block your own manifestation because of your negative thought. You manifest negative experiences, people, reactions, and you block your manifestation because of your negative thinking pattern. Because of your negative thinking pattern. Is it making sense to you? If not, I'll tell you. So it is normal to have a negative thought. It is one of the laws of the universe that to enjoy the light, you need to also experience darkness. Right? Only when we experience a hot summer, only when I will explain, don't worry. Now I'm going into the explanation part, so stay with me and you will get it very clearly. Okay, so the way you appreciate monsoon, you appreciate winters because you have gone through a hot summer, right? So to experience and enjoy the winters, you need to know what is the feeling of what is this hot climate. You need to know that feeling, or else how will you appreciate the winters? And it is the same, because you go through the winters, the freezing chilling winters, you begin to appreciate the summer season as well. I mean, not a lot of us, but it is a metaphor. It is the way of explaining. So it is one of the laws of the universe that to enjoy the light, you also need to see and experience dark. Then only you begin to you begin to appreciate the light, or else it just nullifies the whole thing. If you do not know dark, how are you going to even appreciate light? You will just take it for granted. Another thing is that your energy keeps moving. So it is not like that if you have a negative emotion, you cannot move. The energy moves. You can very quickly or easily or strategically move from feeling negative towards feeling positive. I will repeat, you do not manifest negative experiences, or you do not attract negative experiences, blocks, people, or reaction, or you do not block your own manifestation because of your negative thought. You block that. You attract negative people, you attract negative experiences, you block your own manifestation by a pattern of negative thoughts, by a pattern of negative thinking. Is it making sense? Let me know if you have any question at this point. So I'll go ahead with the training. What to do while feeling a negative emotion? How to deal with. Yes, I will come to that part. So that is what the next part is, that what to do while feeling the negative emotions. So the first thing that you need to do is that you need to accept like the question is people ask that how to deal with the negative emotions. So let me tell you, first thing you need to accept that you do not need to deal with a negative emotion. Okay, so for now leave these questions, stay with me, because I'm going into explanation. So listen to that, and then I will answer to all these questions. Yes, there is a difference between a negative thought and a negative thinking pattern, and that's what I am coming to. But a good question. I like it. I like it when people ask relevant questions. The first thing you need to do is, I will repeat that your negative emotions, like you do not attract wrong people, wrong experiences, wrong reactions, or you do not block your manifestation because of your negative emotion or negative thought. You block them, you attract wrong things, you attract negative people and experiences in life because of negative thinking pattern. So now the question is that how to deal with these negative emotions. First thing to do is to accept the fact that you do not need to deal with your negative emotions. You simply need to let them go. You simply need to accept it, and you simply need to let them go. It's like, I'll give you a very simple example. If you are walking, okay, you are walking towards something, you are going somewhere, and if there is a wall that comes in your way, what do? Do you keep, like, I mean, when I was thinking of this, I could just think of a video game where you keep like banging into the wall. So what do? You just change your way, you take a different route, or do you just keep slamming into the wall and with the hope that the wall will break down and then you will go? We don't do that, right? We just take a different way, and we go ahead with our way, right? We don't wait there to break the wall down. So trying to deal with your negative emotions is exactly like trying to slam the wall down. You don't need to do that. There is always a different way. You don't need to, like, initially you will keep running into these walls, but once you realize, you will always take a turn and you will go ahead with the right way. Okay, so you need to accept that it is okay to feel negative. It is okay. Allow yourself to feel it. I have been practicing and I have been experiencing all these things since I was just 11-12 years old, but to this date also I feel negative emotions. I do lots of meditation. Sometimes I do meditation for 2 to 3 hours of time as well. I do meditation every night before sleeping. I do meditation in afternoon for 15-20 minutes. I do meditation when I wake up in the morning. I mean, look at the amount of meditation that I do. But I still feel the negative emotion, and it is normal. See, I am happy that I have these emotions, because when I have these emotions, I am able to relate to my positive thoughts, and I am able to appreciate them. So what you need to do is you need to accept that it is okay. Right now what you are doing is you are constantly thinking that, oh my god, I have negative emotions. Oh my god, what if I have negative emotions? What will I do? You constantly keep giving it the energy. You constantly, when you keep saying it again and again and again, you make it stronger. You are going through this process, but you are consciously saying that I have negative emotions, and unless I deal with this, I will not be able to go ahead with this training. That is what is happening. And so accept that it is okay to feel negative emotions. Okay, oftentimes we try to push these thoughts, and they create resistance for us. Like, when you push the wall strongly, what will it do? It will just create a resistance in your body. Nothing is happening to the wall. It is not gonna move, right? So now what you need to do about this thing, how do you deal with this situation? So in every situation you have a choice to make. You get to make a choice. Yes, the good news is that you get to make a choice. For a few days of time, make it a habit to look your fear into its eyes. I mean, I know the fear does not have an eye, but imagine that you are looking right into the eyes of your emotions, of your fear, and you replace them with a positive statement. That is something that you need to do consciously. For coming 7 days of time, make it a task. Make it a task that the moment you feel this negative emotion, you are going to look into the eyes of this negative emotion or fear, and you are going to replace it with a positive statement. That is something that you need to do consciously. It will not automatically or subconsciously happen for you in the beginning. Once you do this thing, once you make it a habit out of it, it will begin to happen for you. You have a choice. Okay, you have a choice. Either you choose fear or you choose getting over it. Either you choose fear or you choose getting over it. And when you remind your mind that there is an option to choose, it is a very powerful feeling to have. Having a choice is so powerful. I'm not sure if you have experienced this thing or not in other areas of your life, but having a choice is a very powerful thing, and that is the feeling that we need to remind our mind with, that you have a choice. For coming 7 days of time, I want you to choose either the fear or getting over it. So you will very consciously you will replace your negative thought or your negative emotion with a positive thought. You will interrupt that negative thought. The moment it comes, you will count from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It comes again, you will count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You will break this pattern. So now this is the difference between a negative emotion and a pattern of negative thinking. So the negative thinking is that you have a thought. Right now, right now you may have a negative thought that what if this thing happens? What if I cook and I do not make good food? It can be a very small thing, or it can be a very big thing as well. So you need to, that is one negative thought. But what is the meaning of negative thought pattern is that every time you go to cook, you think that you have a problem, you don't know how to cook, and you are afraid that you are going to spoil the food. You every time go to cook and you think like this, and because of this you give up on cooking, or you do not cook with 100% of your heart. You in fact are expecting the food to get spoiled. You yourself are expecting the food to get spoiled, and this is what happens. Mostly I have seen this thing in relationships, and I have seen this thing in entrepreneurs who are trying to grow their business. So the thought comes up, that this relationship is going to go wrong, this business is going to fail. So every day you show up in your business, and your relationship, and you yourself are sabotaging your relationship. You expect the person to forget your birthday, and you think that if this person forgets my birthday, this is how I am going to have fight with them. You expect your client to become rude with you. You are expecting, and you are already creating a scenario in your mind that if this client is going to talk like this is how I am going to reply to them. Or you are already preparing yourself to fail by constantly thinking of all the negative scenarios about this thing. Is it making sense? Are you clear at this point? Because I will go ahead after this point. We will go ahead and we will talk about why does it happen. Okay, why does it happen? Why do you feel the negative emotions, and why do you feel the resistance? But let me know if it is making sense. Let me know if you can relate. That do you go into your relationships, do you go into your daily life having a negative thinking pattern? And are you ready to break it? If you are ready to break it, give an emoji, give a reaction to this live video very quickly. And then I'll tell you why does it happen, and when we try, when we understand that why something is happening, when we understand why something is happening, we can deal with the situation. And first thing, we are not dealing with it, we are just learning. Awesome. Right? So let's talk about it. Why does it happen? That happens because you try to control the how part, how part of the process. And if you know even a little bit about law of attraction, the how is not your part to deal with. It is the universe's work to do. I will repeat, you try to go and control the how part of the process. It is not your work to do. If you know law of attraction even a little bit, you will know that the how part is not yours to take care of. So I'll give you an example. Like if you work in an office, okay. Uh, what music? The only music we have right now is the fan making some noise. So, okay, I'm so sorry for the distraction. So, yes, I'll give you an example. Uh, if you work in an office and you go to your office, you reach your office and you see that all your work is done, somebody else has done your work. On the day one, you will feel great. If it is a person like me, I would freak out. I would freak out the moment I see that thing. I wouldn't like it. But maybe like the reaction, let's take a general example. That on the day one you might feel good, you might feel a little bit uncomfortable. When you reach office the second day, you see that your work is already done by someone else. The files are arranged, your desk is clean, your all the emails, somebody has gone through them, somebody has replied to them. Let's accept it, replying to emails is the most boring and tedious work, right? But if someone has already done it, you will start feeling concerned, you will start feeling angry, you want to find out who this person is. If it keeps happening, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, you are going to create a scene in the office and you are going to literally fire this person, right? So this is the same thing that we do. We go and we try to do the work of the universe. We try to figure out the how part of the process. So for example, if you want to grow your business, so instead of thinking of the right thing, instead of focusing on the right part, you are thinking, how am I going to do this thing? I am a person who does not have experience with startup. I am a person who does not have an investment. So how am I going to do that? I don't have many followers on Instagram. I'm so sorry. I don't have many followers on Instagram. How am I going to do that? I don't have connections. I don't have a huge social circle. How am I going to grow my business? How am I going to do that? How am I going to do this thing? So now instead of getting clear on your desires, instead of getting clear on your goal, that you want to grow your business, you want to have high paying clients, want to have soul clients. And the importance of soul clients, I can't even begin to explain. There are some clients you don't want in your life. I have learned this thing a hard way. I have had some clients I wish to go back in time and I wish to refund them and literally remove them from my business and my life. But so this is what is important, that instead of thinking of all these things, you are thinking of how you want to attract love in your life. So instead of showing up in your life with the right energy, with the positive energy, you are thinking, but we are now all locked in our houses. How am I going to meet the person? How am I going to find love? Or even like if not the current situation, other than this as well, you become so concerned, you become so bothered about the how part of the process. How am I going to meet this person? How am I going to find love in my life? Or if it is weight loss, In that also you are constantly and constantly and constantly thinking of the how part. And when you take control of the how part, because you cannot figure it out, you cannot figure out everything in your life on your own. It is the universe's work to do, and you need to leave it on the universe. Are you clear on this part? Is it making sense? Or are you understanding what I'm saying? What does it mean? What does it mean to let go of the how part? Do you want me to give you an example? So for that, write example, because I won't know you are saying yes for what part. So if you want me to give an example, type example in the comment box. Awesome. Okay, so I'll give you I guess two different examples. Okay, so one is from my business, but it applies to all the parts of our life. Okay, so I started my publishing business 5 years ago. Okay, at that point I only knew about publishing. Like, I knew I am a writer as well, I am a poet as well, but at the same time I did not have experience with business. I mean, I had experience, but before, okay, so this is also something. Before I got success in my business, I also have a history of 2 failed businesses. I mean, it was for a very small time, for 3 months and for 6 months of time. I figured it out that my soul is not into this work. I didn't want to work only for the money part. I wanted to feel connected. So you see, I also have negative experience as well. At the point when I was starting my publishing business, I also had an experience of two failed businesses as well. I did not know how to run a business. My entire family, like nobody in far family has ever done business, or even if they have done, I have not seen, or I don't know if anyone ever succeeded. Everyone works in a government job, and that is what we do in our family. So I am only the odd one out. So you see all these different things around this thing, like no experience of business, no experience of seeing someone succeeding in business in life, everyone feeling connected to only the government jobs, right? Only, or only to the teaching job, right? And then I also had experience of 2 failed businesses, right? So when I started my publishing business, I had a purpose. So at this point, for I guess for 3 to 4 months of time, I was actively involved in writing and running a writers group, and I realized that out there there are so many publishers who are cheating people, or who are not helping the writers, who are not helping them in the right way. Because I also went to get my book published, and I also got cheated. I paid money, and that person, the book was published in such a bad way that I did not go and collect my books. The print was so bad, and if anything comes with the name of Sonia Kapoor, it has to be perfect. I cannot just release it like that, right? So that was the thought, that was the purpose, that I want to serve the writers. I want to provide an excellent experience to writers, and I want to provide them with quality publishing services. This was the thought I had, and this was my intention, and of course I wanted success. I had no connection, I had no social media profile, I had nothing, and I did not want to go with the offline experience. So literally, I am telling you, I started my business with 1 Instagram post. 0 followers, 0 followers, no account, no Facebook account, no Instagram account. I started my business with one Instagram post. And that one Instagram post has led me to have a successful publishing company which has been running for the past 5 years of time. What went different? And so the other two businesses failed. What went different in this one? In this one, I let go of the how part. So every day I would show up with full confidence, with a purpose in my mind. I was like, okay, I want to connect. My intention is to serve the writers. My intention is to help writers get published, and that is the part I focused on. And I did the work. And I got the writers. Writers started approaching me. The situations, they kept coming to me. I did not need to go and create a situation. People kept coming to me. And our first project itself, people say that it takes you years of time to become successful in a business or in a project if it is new, or especially if you are not from the industry. I had success in the very first project, and till date I am so proud. Of this project. Now let me tell you, and I know this may be a little longer example, but it will really help you to understand the situation, right? So I understand you are saying that you have positive attitude. Yes, I do. But when things go wrong, I cannot begin to explain. When I'm talking about this, I can see all the experiences I had before I launched the first project. Okay, so I launched this in November. Our first book was released in first week of January. It was launched then, and then the book physically came out on 13th of January. I kept 13 because everyone says that 13 is not a good date. It is not an auspicious date, so I kept 13. So we launched it on 13th of January. Now, what happened during this whole time? There were so many situations. So there was this one part where, in the middle of the project, one of the team members who played a major role in the process, decided to give up. I receive a text that, hey, I don't want to work on this project. In the middle of the project, and this person is keeping track of possibly everything. This person is taking care of a major role in the process, and in the middle of the project, I receive a message from this person that, hey, I don't want to work on this. Okay, so now in this situation, if I had thought that how am I going to deal with it? If I tried to control the how part of it, I would have ruined it. I did not. I still I asked. So I will get to this part as well, that if not think about how part, then what to do. I'll come to that as well. Then what happened is that this person came back. After a few days of time, this person came back when the entire work was done, and this person claimed that I removed them from this project and they want to do the work again because it was their responsibility. You see the conflict, you see the issues going on, and it was a big thing because this person was involved very hugely in this project, right? All these things happened, other few smaller things as also happened. Now comes the day of the launch. Now comes the day of the online launch. Again a team member who had decided to take control of the entire launch part. This person had the entire plan of the day, and this person is missing in action. Their phone is switched off. Like initially they were not answering the call, they disconnected my call, and then their phone went off the entire day. Again, if I had thought of the how part, that how am I going to prepare for an entire launch, and I don't even have an experience in this business. So if I had gone into that panic mode, if I had gone into that negative thought and tried to control the situation, that how am I going to launch a project or a product? I don't even know something about it. I still went ahead with that. I did the launch and it was good. I mean, none of the writers knew that this is something that has happened, because the content was good, the launch was good. Of course, it was not what I wanted. I had something even bigger in my mind. But this was also good, what I did. Okay? Then came the day of the physical launch. So like, this was the online launch. Physical launch as in the day when the book was supposed to become available on Amazon. People are messaging us, writers are messaging us one day prior, that we are so excited, when is this going to become online? And as the evening approached, people were like, okay, we are waiting for it to become 12. I mean, usually when you expect that people will, the next day, around 10 or 11, they will start checking the Amazon and they will start ordering the book. But people were so excited. So see, there was this positive aspect as well, that it is my first business, it is my first project. But at the same time, all these things are going on. So people were messaging that we are waiting for it to be 12. We can't wait to see the book. There is lots of excitement in people. And around 8:30, I mean, I remember I was eating rajma chawal. My mom had given it to me. I was like surrounded by all these books. I was packing them. I was doing something, and in the middle of that, my Amazon account, like that particular page of launching the book online, it went off. Let me tell you again, in the middle of this whole excitement, of people sending messages, me feeling excited, and me finally thinking that, wow, I have done it. Finally, the book launches today in a few hours of time. Let me now enjoy my rajma chawal. Okay? I mean, the people who are not from India may not get it, but it is our soul food. So I am sitting with my with food in my plate, with books and with everything, and my Amazon page suddenly went off. And their customer care work only till 6:30 in the evening India time. They do not work at 8:30. And at this point, this team member, like these two team members who had earlier done all these things, who had abandoned the project and done all these things, they came to me and they were like, what have you done? You have failed this entire project, and what are we going to reply to the people? Because they are our people, we have done all this work on our project. Okay? And my reply, and this is something related to what I taught you yesterday, claiming your success. I told them, do not call me. Unless I call you, do not call me. I am going to sort this out. And of course they asked a question that how are you going to do, and my reply was, I know I can do it. I am Sonia Kapoor. I mean, this is my power language. Like whenever I am in a situation, I remind myself that, dude, you are Sonia Kapoor, you can do anything in life. So that's what I did, and I figured some things out. I did something. Like my food was getting cold. My mom just came and she was like, okay, I'm gonna give you your space, because she could understand the seriousness of the situation. At 11:30 in the night, I figured the thing out. I figured the problem out, and our book became live at 12. Okay, so what are the two things here? Like the thing that I taught you yesterday, sometimes you just need to, despite of all this negative situation, you need to claim your success. You need to claim that it is yours. Okay, so now the reason to tell you this entire thing is that I did not go into the control part of the process. I did not think that how am I going to control this situation. So what you are supposed to do in this situation is, and some of the writers are also here who are already following my publishing business as well, so they will know that how that first project was, and how we have grown as a publishing company, and how we are one of the most loved publishing companies on social media. all that thing, it began from an experience like this. Okay, so what to do now? Like, I told you a story, I told you a situation, but how to let go of the how part? So the first thing you need to do is you need to choose to surrender. You need to choose to surrender your worries to the universe. Now when I say surrender, I do not mean, see, surrender does not mean giving up. A lot of people confuse this thing, that when I say, or when someone says surrender, they think that surrender means giving up on something. It does not mean that. Surrender means, in this context, it means that you give up on your worries. You let go of your worries. So to let go of the how part, you surrender your worries to the universe. And to do that thing, this is a little surrender statement that I have, a little surrender meditation that I have. So in any moment when you are feeling this negative emotion, when your heart is heavy, when your breaths become shallow, when you are, oh my god, what's gonna happen in this moment? I mean, it happens, right? We eat our own words and we are talking in this weird way that what is gonna happen. And it is not just like in extreme situations. This reaction can happen even when you are lying down, you are sleeping. In the middle of the night, you will wake up with this thought that, oh my god, I want someone in my life, I want to get married, I want love in my life, I want a business in my life, I want a source of income in my life. This also happens. From outside you look calm, but inside there is a storm of thoughts going on, right? So in this moment, what you are going to do is to let go of the how part. You will choose to surrender your worries to the universe, and I will be posting this thing, but I will just say it right now. So don't worry if you don't remember the whole thing, or if you cannot take notes of it. Okay, so you will say, dear universe, I am choosing to surrender my worries. Dear universe, I am choosing to surrender my worries. I am choosing to believe that my manifestation is on its way. I'll repeat, dear universe, I am choosing to surrender my worries, anxiety, or whatever that you are feeling in that moment. Okay, I am choosing to believe that my manifestation is on its way. These simple two lines are life changing. They are life changing lines, and when you begin to let go of the how part and you surrender to the universe, you will see how magical it feels, how amazing it feels. And when you let go of the part, rather ask the universe. You change the way you talk. So this is what I do. Instead of thinking that how am I going to sort this problem out, I do my surrender statement, and then I simply ask the universe that, dude, we are in this situation now, you tell me what to do. I am the one who is doing the work, but you are the one who is guiding me. So let me know, little feeling now. Okay, I didn't get it, but I ask the universe to guide me. I ask the right question. Instead of asking that why am I not launching this project, I ask that what can I do to launch this project successfully. The things are same. I am still asking question, I am still feeling negative, but I am still doing that. And if you also do this, you will begin to see the magical part of this. So the homework today is that, and a lot of part of this homework is for you and for your own self. Thank you. A lot of part of this homework for you and for your own self. So the first thing you need to do is that you need to become aware that how is not your work to do. So you will analyze some of the situations of your life, or you will analyze some of the way that you think, that are you trying to control the how part? Are you trying to, instead of preparing yourself to love and receive love, are you worried that from where are you going to meet your guy or your girl? Are you, instead of preparing for your business, maybe preparing the idea of your business, are you worried from where the finances are going to come? how are you going to get the success? I mean, the project is not even launched. Why are you thinking about the future part, right? So you will think of all these things, and you yourself will become aware that what are the parts of your life where you are trying to become over controlling, or you are overthinking when it comes to the how part. Second thing you will do is that you will go through the list of your goals, wishes, and you will recognize negative thought pattern around it, and you will replace it with positive thoughts. So when I say, if you know, if you feel that like for example you are losing weight, and if you have a thought that what if I go to the gym and I still don't lose weight, that is not a negative thinking pattern. But every day when you wake up, and you wake up early because you need to exercise, and you every day wake up with a thought that I don't want to wake up, I don't want to lose weight, then in the afternoon when you're eating your lunch, you have this thought that what is the use of eating all these things, I'm anyway not going to lose the weight. In the evening when you are drinking your juice, you say the same thing. When you are running in the gym, when you are doing your exercise, you are saying the same thing, and you are doing it again and again and again. You are doing it again and again. That means that it is a negative thinking pattern. So you will recognize that from your list. You will read each one out, and you will think. See, this is for you to do. I mean, you are not sharing this homework with me, but be honest with your work, be honest with this training, and go through this whole part. You will see and you will identify what is that negative thinking pattern there, and you will replace it with positive thoughts. Then for the coming 7 days of time, any moment when you come up with a negative thought, you are going to replace it with your surrender statement, and you are going to replace it with a positive thought. So you will say your surrender statement, and you will replace it with the positive statement. So this is how you are going to go ahead about this. And even if you don't feel that confident in this process right now, just go ahead about it. Till this now you have chosen to believe in the negative things, you have chosen to believe that it is not gonna happen for you. I am telling you, if you do this thing, things will begin to change for you. So for these 7 days of time, believe in me, believe in this training, and do this thing, and you would never want to go back to this. Okay, always want positive thoughts only. No, it is not possible. Let me tell you, you will still have negative thoughts, but it is your target should be that you easily move from negative to positive. This is what I do. Very easily, very conveniently, consciously, I move from my negative to my positive thoughts, and I then focus on my positive thoughts. So right now, for example, this is your cup. Okay, this is you. Till this point, you have negativity filled up, and only this much part is positive feeling. So what we are going to do is, by doing this surrender statement, by letting go of the how process, we are going to remove this negativity first. This cup will become empty, and then we will pour the positivity in this. Because if it is filled till this with negativity, it is just going to dilute your positive thoughts. So don't aim to have positive thoughts always. Rather, become a person who very easily moves from their negative thoughts to positive thoughts easily. Right? So and you should be grateful that you can feel those emotions, because everything is important. If universe has made something, if universe has created something, it is an important thing. Okay, yes, exactly, Shruti, what you said is perfectly right. So yes, this is it. This is what it is about today's training, and I will be making a post after 15-20 minutes of time about the homework and about this whole thing, about a preview. Okay, any questions at this point? And I wanted to give a big shout out to Shruti. I am really loving your homework. Okay, and if I knew this earlier that you can write really nice when we lived really close to each other, I would have given my homework to you. I would have given my project work to you to do. Okay guys, so this is it for today's video. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, all right, bye bye. And yeah, I love you guys.